If you like cheeseburgers but have never had a patty melt, you are seriously missing out. Now, I'm relatively new to the patty melt scene. I had my first one just a few years ago, and it blew my mind. It's a thin burger with some Swiss cheese, caramelized onions on a griddled piece of rye. And I've never made them. I've only had them at my local burger place.
Yeah, I mean, they are so easy to make at home. It just is a matter of constructing. It's one of those old school favorites, but we are gonna take our diner style patty melt to the next level.
Oh, I'm in.
Strap on the seatbelt. So here I have 4 slices of seeded rye bread that are lightly toasted.
Yeah, I have to say that lightly toasted is an understatement. There is no browning on this whatsoever.
Well, but that's intentional because I'm going to be cooking it in a few different stages in the cast iron skillet.
That makes sense. So the browning happens in the skillet, but you want it dry.
Yeah, nice and dry because you want it to absorb all that delicious beef fat and the burger fat and a little bit of butter a little bit later on. But first, I need to preheat our cast iron skillet.
All right.
It's a 12-incher. Next, I have 4 slices of Swiss cheese, and I'm actually only gonna need 2 of them right now. I'm gonna put the cheese on 2 slices of bread. So you'll see that some of it is hanging over the edges. Just go in and tear off any larger pieces.
Okay.
And then again, we've got 2 slices of American cheese.
1 for flavor, 1 for that creamy texture.
Yes, yes. All right, so I have 80% lean ground beef. I have 8 ounces.
Okay.
And that's gonna be for the 2 of us.
Quarter-pound patties.
Quarter-pound patties. Now, you mentioned earlier the diner style patties. They're really thin and they're crispy. Now I'm gonna press these onto these cute little pieces of parchment paper. It's easy to put them into the skillet this way. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a patty no bigger than 1/4 of an inch. I want them to be bigger than each piece of bread.
Okay.
Because they're gonna shrink as they cook. So I'm gonna go wash my hands and come back, and then we're gonna get cooking our patties.
Okay.
I have a tablespoon of butter here. I'm gonna add it to the cast iron skillet. Again, it's been preheating over medium-high heat. It's been about 5 minutes on there.
Yeah.
So while that goes around the pan, I'm gonna add some salt and pepper onto our beef patties.
Okay.
So this is a combination of 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Evenly, about 1/4 per side. So I just wanna swirl the skillet. It's definitely a repeated technique throughout this recipe. And that's only just to ensure that you're getting butter all over that skillet. We want that griddle, sort of like that flat top in the diners. All right, thanks to the parchment, I can easily lift this up.
I love it. I like your short order cook.
Exactly. And 2, each one with the salt and pepper side down.
That is a clever
I know,
trick.
right? And then while those cook, I'm gonna add the rest of the salt. These burgers need to cook for about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes until it's really brown and crisp on the bottom.
Okay.
All right, it's been about 1 minute. I want to go in and check just to see how we're doing on the first side.
It is smelling good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I know. I'm going to cook these for an additional 60 seconds. You want it just to be well browned on the second side as well.
Okay.
All right, Julia, let's take our patties out. Oh, yeah, those are gorgeous. Now, I'm going to put the patties on the cheese-sided toast first. Next, our caramelized onions.
Yes.
I'm gonna add another tablespoon of butter into the skillet. So I thinly slice this 1 onion. It's just your basic yellow onion.
Okay.
So now I'm adding 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, finally 1/4 teaspoon of pepper.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there with a wooden spoon just to stir and pick up any of those brown bits, because those are some delicious bits, if I must say so myself. So I'm gonna trap that steam in there with this lid. I'm gonna cook them for about 3 to 5 minutes until the onions are softened. But in the meantime, we're gonna make a really delicious, tangy, sour, flavorful sauce for the onions. I have a tablespoon of ketchup, and I have a tablespoon of some cider vinegar. As you can imagine, it's gonna give you that acid from the ketchup, but it's also gonna give you the acid from the vinegar, salty, sweet, sourness going on. Speaking of sweet, I have some packed brown sugar, 1 teaspoon. And finally, some Worcestershire sauce just to bring out all those flavors in there. And lastly, 1/4 cup of some water. Also, we're gonna create another barrier on these other 2 pieces of toast. So I have a couple slices of Swiss cheese left. Now this is the larger one, the rectangular one. You can also find at your deli the smaller square ones. Again, all you have to do is just ensure that they're not gonna be hanging over the pieces of bread. Time to check on the onions. Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah. These need to cook a little bit longer without the lid on and before I put the sauce in. So 3 to 5 minutes.
Not sure what to make tonight?
We have an app for that.
That's right. Our app gives you exclusive access to thousands of recipes and reviews from Cook's Country and the entire America's Test Kitchen family.
You'll also get exclusive access to helpful step-by-step videos and have the ability to stream every season of Cook's Country ad-free without interruptions like this. Anywhere, anytime, on any mobile device.
For a more personalized experience, our app also allows you to search by ingredients, set dietary preferences, save recipes, and make notes along the way.
Scan the QR code or visit the App Store to keep Cook's Country in the palm of your hand. Those look good.
I'm gonna add our sauce. It's helping to go into the bottom of the pan and get up all that fond and those brown bits. I'll cook this for 1 to 2 minutes until the liquid has evaporated and the onions are browned. I'd say those are pretty brown.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Now, I'm gonna divide them evenly between the 2 sandwiches. I have to rinse out this skillet because as you can see, there is some of that sugary goodness left behind there, and although it's delicious, it wouldn't be good on our sandwiches.
That's right.
So I'm gonna rinse it off in the sink, and I'm also then gonna wipe it off with a wad of paper towels just to make sure it's dry and just to also make sure nothing is left on the skillet.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna heat this over medium heat, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon more of butter. And like I mentioned earlier, you wanna pick up the skillet and turn it all around just to make sure that it's coating the skillet really well. Time to put our sandwiches in, but what I'm gonna do obviously first is top our little onions and patties with the cheese and the toast. All right, Julia, I'm gonna cook these for 3 to 5 minutes right now on the first side, burger side down. And you wanna go in there and move it every once in a while just to make sure they're getting evenly browned, not too dark in some certain spots.
Okay.
Now, with this stage, I am gonna cover it, similar to the onions, so that it traps that steam in there. It's gonna also help to soften the bread while it's browning in there. So again, 3 to 5 minutes over medium heat. Let's check them out. The suspense. Oh boy.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. That is an even toast.
Yeah. I'm gonna add 1 last tablespoon of buttery goodness. So as you can see, I'm just putting them in between the 2 patty melts.
Oh, yeah.
And then just kind of swirl it around the skillet a little bit if you can. And then kind of, you can move the melts just to make sure that they're also in a little bit of that butter as well. And then these are almost done. These just need to cook 1 to 3 more minutes over medium heat. And I'm just gonna put that lid right back on there. All right. Ooh, that steamy, buttery goodness. Okay, Julia, the time has come. Notice I'm using a serrated knife. Just make sure that it doesn't press down heavily on one part of the sandwich, which could make the patty kind of fly out. See that? Boy.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You can see the burger still pink in the middle, not overcooked. The onions are nice and tidy, and there's a little melted cheese on each side. And the bread, it's not soggy. All right, I'm going in.
All right, let's do it.
That's incredible.
I just got goosebumps. I swear. I took 1 bite and I have goosebumps.
It is patty melt perfection. We hope you enjoyed this video and tune in for more.
Hit those like and subscribe buttons so you never miss a single one.
And if you're ready to take your cooking to the next level, try our digital all-access membership where you can stream every season of Cook's Country anytime, anywhere, and always ad-free.
Plus, you'll gain unlimited access to all of America's Test Kitchen fail-proof recipes, unbiased reviews, fresh episodes, exclusive offers, and more.
Just scan the QR code or head over to cookscountry.com to sign up for a free trial. And while you're there, sign up for our free newsletter and download our app.
And let's make something great together.